50 million, the number of people in slavery today. 12 million are children. In a heartbeat, a life can shatter. One fateful choice, a misstep in time. Too beautiful, too vulnerable, too alone. The light fades. Joy is extinguished. Life goes dark. Smiles erased. This is human trafficking, the illegal trade of human beings. Through force, fraud, and coercion, people everywhere are being bought and sold against their will, right now in the 21st century, for their bodies, their labor, and their organs, in every country, all across the world. But this slavery is stoppable. The darkness can be conquered if we join together. And that's why we're here. That's why I started the One Rescues. If we band together, if we rise as one, we can end slavery and set millions of children free. In a world where innocence is stolen, hope crushed, and smiles erased, a whisper of rebellion stirs in the shadows. The chains of despair will shatter, and the cries of the silenced will rise. For every child bound by darkness, we will ignite a fire of liberation. Join us as we stand united, fierce and unyielding. Together, we will fight for freedom, for justice, for every life waiting to soar. This is our moment. This is our time. The enemy may roar against us, but together we will unleash our own roar, a roar that won't be silenced. No more shadows, only light. No more chains, only freedom. This is not just a fight, it's a movement, and it begins with you.
A movement? I know, that may sound dramatic, but we've got an opportunity to change a nation. More on that in another episode when I talk about Eswatini. But for now, let me catch you up on the two girls running from the Taliban. So it's been over a month now since I received the email from the two young girls running from the Taliban. The two has turned into 7. Yep, younger siblings, a mother and a grandmother, all trying to escape for their lives. I thought I was rescuing 2. They're all safe for now, but their visas have expired and they're under threat of arrest and deportation. We have to keep them hidden, and they can't go outside ever. Ever! Their father, with Taliban links, is actively hunting for them, and if I don't succeed in keeping them hidden, they won't make it. He's already found them once. Think about it, a family of 7 with 5 kids ages 8 to 20 who can't go outside ever. This would drive me crazy. Yet I'm receiving text messages from them saying how grateful they are for my help. The young girls even sent me a video calling me father. It broke my heart. Can I really do this? Rent, utilities, food for 7 every month and halfway around the world? This is going to get expensive. And our nonprofit, the One Rescues, is so brand new, we don't have any donations coming in yet. I don't even have the approved IRS determination letter yet. See, the biggest problem with the 2 young girls and their family is that they're refugees, and they need to be resettled into a third country, and we need to do it quickly. They're running from Afghanistan, illegal in Pakistan, but I don't know where to resettle them.
'Cause I know we can make it, yes we can make it, if we try, keep on trying. You got it. I believe in you. You got it. I know you got this. You got it. Just keep on trying. You got it. There's been a
Ocean.
lot of bumps in the road.
This is probably not the way to do this. This is immigration stuff, and I don't have a clue how to do this.
Always carrying that oh so heavy load.
So starting a nonprofit is not easy. There are a lot of things to think about. To take care of the 2 young girls and the family each month is not cheap. Well, for most nonprofits, it's probably, well, peanuts. But for me, Just starting out, it's kind of a big deal. But I know that this is the right thing to do. God has made it very clear that I'm to do rescues. I've already had 2 confirmations. The email rescue coming in from the 2 girls and finding a contact in Pakistan to care for them on the ground. But God was about to give me a 3rd.
One day, the process of refugee resettlement was getting to me, and at the moment where the weight of my commitment is heavy, the Lord brings to my mind the story from the Bible about the widow's oil and how Elisha asked her, "What do you have?" I thought, what do I have? I look out my living room window and I'm reminded I have international neighbors that look like they're from that part of the world. So I leave the house right then, knock on their door, and ask them where they're from. I know, it was a really bad idea and a long shot at best, but it's what I had.
The husband says he's from Egypt. I should walk away right now, but I continue to tell them that I am rescuing a family from the Taliban and didn't know if they had any ideas. The husband says he's a pharmacist and can't help me. Then he says, but my wife is right here and she works for the US government and works with the agencies that resettle refugees. Confirmation number 3. That was all it took. Those neighbors were very kind and helpful. I learned another lesson. Ask yourself, what do you have? Just like Elisha asked the widow. I had an answered prayer in the form of an email rescue. I had a pastor's Zoom meeting that provided a contact in Pakistan. And I had a neighbor that had contacts in refugee resettlement. So what do you have? Your provision is there. You just might not be able to see it.
Early August 2024, a pastor friend introduces me to someone who has a thriving nonprofit. He said he did an interest meeting where he invited a bunch of people to come and have a nice dinner, hear a pitch, and support the work. It worked for him, so I thought I'd give it a try. Except I had just moved to a new area of the country and didn't know anyone local to invite. So my interest meeting was gonna have to be online. I had over 1,000 Facebook friends. That was perfect. I'll invite all of them. They'll come.
Okay, before I go any further, I'm a person of faith. I believe the best and I hope for the best. Fighting cancer 5 times teaches you a few things. Stay positive, capture the moments, live life to the fullest, trust God, enjoy friends, and well, cancer really stinks. At the moment of diagnosis, you fight. When you feel pain in your body, you fight. When the outlook doesn't look so good, you fight.
August 21st, 2024, I do a short video inviting everyone I know on Facebook to attend our first interest meeting about child slavery, human trafficking, and our rescues. The video receives over 2,000 views, a bunch of likes and shares. I'm excited. This is gonna work. I only have 100 spots on Zoom. Do I pay for the expansion? How am I going to handle so many people on a Zoom call? Oh, that's my wife. Around 8 people show up. Wow, this is going to be tougher than I thought.
Okay, so that didn't go so well. Glad I didn't pay for the Zoom expansion, but it was a good learning experience and everything you learn has value. To give you an idea of what's coming up on future episodes, I just got back from a country called Eswatini, where we're establishing 2 recovery houses for human traffic survivors, and I'm planning a trip to Pakistan. Child slavery is rampant there, with millions enslaved. We're going to rescue a family of 8 with 6 kids, the Shabazz family. They've been enslaved for 25 years in the brick kilns, and to purchase their freedom, $717. Here's what they deal with.
70-year-old Basanti Meghwar spends her days making bricks to pay off a debt. So does her son Punjo, his wife, and their son Dilip. It's the only life the 12-year-old has ever known. The family borrowed money from the owner of the brick kiln more than 2 decades ago to pay a hospital bill. Now, they spend long days breathing in dust under the scorching desert sun and firing bricks in massive underground kilns. and they don't know if they'll ever get out of here. The owner of the kiln tells them he's keeping half of the money they earn to make payments on their loan. But Punjo hasn't seen the contract since he signed with his thumbprint 23 years ago. And there's no record of how much is left to pay. The Meghwars are among the millions of people in Pakistan who spend their lives making bricks to pay off debts to wealthy landowners. These bricks will be used in construction projects across Pakistan. But families take home so little, they often have to keep borrowing more just to get by. Lawyers say these bricks are part of a system of modern-day slavery. So how are so many families stuck in this endless cycle of debt? And why are they being overlooked?
It's hard to imagine when a family can't pay their debt. The creditors come and take their children and put them in slavery. But that's exactly what happens in Pakistan. We're going to fight it. We have a lot of work to do, but we're going to end child slavery in Pakistan. Just wait.